Hello, this is Simon from boltonguitar.co.uk, and for this tutorial I'm going to go through Carcassi's Study in A Major, Op.60, a popular guitar piece that appears in many syllabuses for guitar exams. Now, first of all, we're going to cover the right hand, and it's basically a sequence of arpeggios built on a triplet configuration. Now, what I would suggest you do is first of all practice the right hand. So the right hand sequence is that put the thumb on the fifth string to start with, the index finger on the third string, the middle finger on the second string, and our A finger or the third finger on the first string. Now the sequence then is bass note, third string, second string, first string, third string, second string, first string, third string, second string. On the fourth beat we have another bass note, and then it's third string, second string. So the actual sequence is one and a two and a three and a four and a one and a two and a three and a one and a two and a three and a four and a. So what you need to do is practice that right hand until you feel comfortable in playing the sequence. Make it a bit clearer. Now, on the right hand, we can also, there are two different ways we can play this. We can apply a rest stroke on the melody notes on the first string, whilst we keep the accompaniment in three strokes. So we could actually play it with rest stroke, three strokes. So that would be or we can just play it all in three strokes. Which way you play it is up to the individual player. Try it both ways and pick the one that you like playing. The one problem you have with the rest stroke is it does stop that second string from ringing. That's in three strokes. But as I say, pick the version or the way you like playing it. And now onto the left hand. So on bar one, we're playing an open fifth string A, that's the bass note. We need the first finger on A on the third string, second fret, C sharp on the second string with the second finger, and the third finger on the first string on F sharp second fret. Giving us a chord of A6. Now what we're going to do is play the arpeggio and then remove the third finger to give us the second melody note. So the melody is going F sharp, E. So with the arpeggio, that's going to be this. I'll play that again. Now, the second bar is where quite a few players have problems in that we need to get our third finger on G sharp on the sixth string, fourth fret, the little finger on the third string on the B on the fourth fret, the second finger is on the second string 3rd fret, and the first finger is on the 2nd fret of the 1st string, and that is the note that's going to change to give us our melody note. So that bar would then be now. That is a difficult chord change, so the way we play it is that we need to use our 2nd finger as a guide finger. So what we're doing, we're starting with our first bar. Now notice the 2nd finger is on the C sharp. That slides up to the D. That is important, otherwise you've no chance of playing this chord. So we're playing that finger up to the D and get that 3rd finger across to the G sharp. Now, you don't need to grab all the notes of the chord. You aim for the G sharp. As you're playing that G sharp, you then put the little finger down onto the B. The 2nd finger's already placed, and then we can put the 1st finger onto the 1st string 2nd fret. So the way we do it is this. Place the 3rd finger. Follow that with the little finger. The 2nd finger is already on, and then so that is, I'll play it again. Towards the end of that first bar, that 3rd finger is getting ready to move over to the G sharp. Little finger down, 1st finger. Now, on bar 3, we've got an open 6th string. That gives us a bit of time to get our 2nd finger to the 3rd string 4th fret. The 1st finger to the 3rd fret 2nd string, and then the little finger to the A at the 5th fret on the 1st string. And then we change that A, we put the 3rd finger onto the G sharp on the 1st string, so that's giving us now so I'll play the first 3 bars. So we've got always remember to make use of open strings in order to move around the fingerboard. So now bar 4, again we've got an open string. Now coming from bar 3, we had our fingers placed on D, B and A. Again we've got a guide finger. That 2nd finger slides up to the 6th fret. It doesn't come off, it slides up to the 6th fret. And then we can put a partial bar on with our 1st finger, and then we put the B in 7th fret, 1st string with the little finger. And that's now giving us so we've got guide finger up, flatten that finger down. Now bar 5 is quite an easy bar. We have a half bar chord across 3 strings at the 2nd fret, and we put either the 3rd finger or the little finger on the G sharp on your 1st string 4th fret, and that comes off to reveal the F sharp, giving the melody notes. So that would now be bar 6 takes us to a chord of A sharp diminished, which is the 1st finger on the 5th string 1st fret, G or the 3rd string open, C sharp on the second string, third finger, little finger on the F sharp, second fret, first string, which now gives us, take the little finger off, so that is, and bar 7 again is another one of the problem bars in this piece. We need a full bar chord at the second fret with the index finger. The third finger lands on F sharp on the fourth string, and we have our little finger on the second string, fifth fret on E, giving us a chord of B suspended fourth. And then that little finger drops back on the fourth beat to the D sharp. So this is giving us, so I'll play that again. Now this is the only bar in it where the right hand actually drops down and plays the middle four strings. So we're playing the fourth, we're playing the fifth, fourth, third and second strings. If you have problems with the bar, I suggest you check my tutorial out on how to play bar chords. It's got plenty of little tips to help you get through those problematic bars. Bar 8, nice easy bar, we're ending on a chord of E major. So we have G sharp, third string, first fret, and E on the fourth string, second fret. So now that would give us. Now, bar 9, you can repeat the first section, by the way. Now from bar 9, we can actually keep G sharp and E on from the previous bar, and all we need to do is add that third finger to the second fret, first string. So that will now be, that comes off to give us the melody note. So that is. Bar 10 and 11, having a bar chord at the second fret across four strings. That's in order to get the bass note on beat 4, because what we're doing, we're going to be playing the sixth string bass note, follow them by, on the fourth beat, the fourth string bass note. So we have the bar on, we want either the third finger or a little finger on the G sharp on the first string, fourth fret. So that would now give us, that little finger comes off to give us the F sharp, then we play the fourth, third and second string, so that is now. Bar 11 gives us a diminished chord, diminished seventh chord, so we place the second finger on the third string, third fret, keeping the bar on, and we have the third finger on G natural on the first string, third fret, and that third finger is the finger that comes off to give us our melody note, second melody note. So that would now be. Play that again. Now, staying in our second position, because again we're going to need that E at the end on the fourth string, but we need the third finger now on the third string, fourth fret, the second finger on the second string, third fret, and the little finger up there on that first string, fifth fret, and that little finger is going to drop back to the fourth fret to G sharp. So that now gives us. So that is. In bar 13, we've got quite an interesting little bit of fingering in that it's actually it is actually a repeat of bar 12, only that we're moving that first finger up to the E sharp. the rest of the phrase is the same. So that's giving us your first finger on the 4th string 3rd fret, and then it's so what I'll play bar 12 and bar 13. Notice that first finger just goes up, and the melody and the arpeggio remains the same. So it's now bar 12, finger goes up, repeat the phrase. I'll do that again. Now bar 14, again this is one of the problem bars in this piece. The way I play it with a partial bar chord at the 2nd fret, covering 3 strings. I place the 3rd finger on the F sharp, on the 4th string at 4th fret, and the little finger on A on the 1st string. So that's now giving us, and we play that phrase twice. So that would now be. Now, many players do find that they catch that 3rd string. So there's 2 ways we can approach this. You can push that finger over slightly to clear that 3rd finger of that 3rd string. Don't overdo it, otherwise you'll start getting blues notes. Or the alternative method, which many players find works, is you bar the full 6 strings, which now brings that 3rd finger over slightly to give you the clearance on that 3rd string. So that could be then played as. So you can either do it partial bar, full bar, because that full bar pulls that 3rd finger over. Now, bar 15, quite a straightforward bar. We're doing a half chord at the 7th fret, which gives us all our notes. At the end of the bar, just add the 2nd finger to the 8th fret. So that now would be. And now, bar 16, we have a full bar chord played at the 9th fret. So straight across at the 9th fret. Put that 2nd finger onto the 3rd string 10th fret, onto the E sharp or F natural, whichever way you want to think about it. And now we just play the first 2 beats as an arpeggio. And then we've got a little break where we play C sharp on the 4th string, 3rd finger, 11th fret. Your little finger on the D at the 12th fret, an open 2nd string and an open 1st string. So that now will give us, and you gradually slow it down, and you can take your time on those last 4 notes. And now we're back into the main part again. So bar 17 is a repeat of the first bar. Now be careful, on bar 18 it's not an exact repeat of the opening bars, because what we do, we have a pedal bass note of A running through these chord changes. So we started with our A6 chord again. Play the bass note again, but this time we want B, D and A on your 3rd, 2nd and 1st strings. Change that top note to G sharp. And now we drop it down to the 1st fret. We have the G sharp on the 3rd string, 1st fret, F sharp on the 2nd string, on the 1st string, 2nd fret. And that 3rd finger lifts off to reveal the open E. again, notice from the previous bar we've played the third finger is already on that first string, so that's going to slide down to the second fret. That's bar 19. And now we're up to the fifth position, and we're doing a partial bar chord on the first two strings with the second finger on the third string, 6th fret, little finger on the B at the 7th fret, first string, and that's going to come off to give us the A on the 5th fret, first string. So that would maybe. Now, a slight change, because what we're doing now, we're going to do a chord of A major. So we need to drop that third finger down onto that 4th string, 7th fret. So that's now going to be this. I'll do that again. Bar 21, we're moving down to the 4th position, and we need F sharp with the first finger on the 4th string, 4th fret, C sharp on the 3rd string, 6th fret, E on the 2nd string, 5th fret, and the B at the 7th fret, giving us a chord F sharp 11, if you're into your jazz guitar chords. And that little finger will drop back down to take us to our F sharp 7 chord. So that's now giving us again, so that's, and if you remember what I said earlier about grabbing these chords, we can actually play this and place the fingers as you need it. So if we come back onto bar 20 from the A chord, we aim for the F sharp, place the third finger down, then the second finger, and then the little finger. So we're going. The open 4th string on bar 22, and we do a partial bar chord at the 7th fret. We want the G sharp, the C sharp on the 1st string, 9th fret. Now that finger's going to come off to the B, so that's going to be B up to the 10th fret for a D, and you can actually slow this down so we can actually play. Pause in, slight pause, and then bar 23, we actually have two chords in this bar. The first two beats, we have D sharp on the 4th string, A, 2nd fret, 3rd string, open B, and the second finger on the 1st string, 1st fret, and that finger's going to come off. So what we'd now get is strange sounding chord, but it does resolve onto the correct chord now. So that second finger now comes off, comes across to the 4th string, 2nd fret, the first finger onto the G sharp, and the little finger on the D on the 2nd string, giving us a chord of E7. So that bow is now. And then we finish off with our A major chord, back to the 5th position, C sharp on the 6th fret of the 3rd string, and we're playing the 5th string, and finally finishing with our 3rd finger on the 4th string, 7th fret on A. So that now would be. There we have Carcassi's study in A major. I hope this tutorial is helpful, and I'll see you on the next tutorial. Bye now.